Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a network and a domain controller in a virtual environment. If you have not watched my previous video where I have set up Windows Server 2008 in a virtual environment, I recommend that you do so that as to get a better understanding of this video. To set up the network, we are going to use three different OSs: Windows Server, Windows Vista, and Windows XP. As you can see, I have already started my VMs and they are up and running. First of all, you'll need to make sure that your machines have internet connectivity by looking at the lower right end icon tree. As you can see, mine already have internet connectivity by this icon showing here. Now if you do not have internet connectivity, all you need to do is go into the machines and go into the settings and go into network and select an appropriate adapter to allow the internet connectivity. Next, we are going to configure our machines by right-clicking on the internet connection icon, click Network and Sharing Center, Manage Network Connections, and we would want to right-click on this here, select Properties. We will uncheck Internet Protocol version 6 for now and select Protocol version 4 with the properties. When this dialog box open up, we'll select the option use the following IP address, and we'll give it the IP address of 192.168.0, and we'll give this computer name as 1, and you can see automatically subnet mask is selected here. We leave it as that. For the preferred DNS server, we'll give it the loopback address 127.0.0.1. Now the loopback address is basically a special purpose IP address. So when messages are sent to loopback addresses, they do not reach outside to the local area network, but instead automatically rerouted by the computer's own network adapter back to the receiving end of the TCP IP stack. So we'll click OK here and close. So we'll close this window and come back out to this window, and we'll alter some of these settings. We'll want to allow network discovery, so we turn that on, and we'll also want to ensure file and sharing is turned on, and we'll also want public folder sharing turned on. And we'll apply all. And yes, click on yes, turn on network discovery for all public networks. And we can close this window. Now we'll do that for all three machines, given the remaining machines at .2 and at .3 IP address respectively. Now if we have configured our machines correctly, if we go into our network neighborhood, we should be able to see all the computers here. Now we will need to ensure that this is selected to allow the network computers and devices to be visible. So we'll select it here and we'll turn on network discovery and file sharing, and we'll click yes. As you can see here, the three machines are clearly visible: the server, the Windows Vista, and the Windows XP. Now I'll go to Vista and do the same thing. Go into the start, network, and there we go. Windows Server, Windows Vista, and Windows XP. I'll do the same thing for the XP machine. So we are going to start, control panel, network connections, my network places, view workgroup computers, and there we go. All three are on the network. Now sometimes you may need to disable a firewall for the XP in order to see the rest of the machines. So we can do this by going to the icon at the in the tray and click on Windows Firewall, and you temporarily turn it off here. Click OK and close off that. Now we are going to promote the Windows Server 2008 from a workgroup, or should I more correctly say a standalone machine, to a domain controller. So we click on the Start with the Server Manager, click on Roles, and we want to add a role. Click Next, and the service we want to add is Active Directory Domain Services. So we click this one, we click Next, Next again, and as you can see here, to install the following roles, role services or features, click Install. So we're going to just do that, install. As you can see here, installation is initializing. Right, now on this page you can see the following roles, role services or features were installed successfully. Now we have not completed the installation, but at this stage it is quite easy to click close without completing the installation. But what we want to do is click on this here, this link here, close this wizard and launch the Active Directory Domain Services installation wizard, DC Promo. Now in case that you have clicked close without clicking here, all you do is open up command prompt and type in DC Promo, and we will get this page that come up here. We will get the same thing in DC Promo. This will allow us to continue with the installation. So we will click Next, Next again, and we want to create a new domain in a new forest. Click Next. Now here we type the name of the domain. So you could type anything, you could type hr.com, whatever. Now for this video I'll type test.com and click Next. Now this is checking to see if the new domain is already in use. Here we want to select Windows Server 2008 because we are not using any lower version. So we select Windows Server 2008 and we click Next. So we'll continue by clicking Next. Yes to the first option, and we want to click Yes to this dialog box. Now you can browse to save your files in different location. For this video we'll leave it in this location, the default location. So we click Next. Now the password that you enter here must be the same as the server password, otherwise it will override the server password. So we'll continue by typing password and confirm below. We click Next and Next again, and it's creating the installation. It's finalizing our installation here. Now when this page come up, Active Directory Domain Services is now installed on this computer for the domain test.com. So we can click Finish. So we click on Restart now. As you can see, yeah, it's applying the computer settings. Now this may take a while as it is now promoting this computer from a standalone to a domain controller, as we've mentioned earlier on. As you can see here, the domain test/administrator now promoted it to the domain controller. So we type the password to continue. I'll go to the Start menu and right click on Computer and Properties, and you could now see the domain here added test.com. Now all we need to do is add the remaining machines to this domain, so we will do just that. So click on the vista, and we go to the start menu, right click on computer, go to properties, and go to change settings. Now before we go to change settings, you can see this is still in a workgroup environment, so we're going to add this to the domain by going to change settings, continue, and go change again here, and we want to deselect workgroup and select domain, and we'll type in the domain name here exactly as it is, test.com. Now you can change the computer name here, but I will leave it as that, and click OK. And we will have to log in as the administrator. Password will be the same password that we use for the server. Click OK. As you can see, the confirmation here, welcome to the test.com domain, and you click on OK. And it will ask to restart, and we will click OK for the settings to take effect. Restart now. Now we'll do this for the other machine as well, which is the XP machine. So we're going to start, right click on computer, same as we did for the rest, with the computer name, change, and deselect work group, and select domain, and we type in test.com as well. Click on OK. Now as I mentioned, you can also change the name here, but I'll leave the name for this one as well. Click on OK, and we just type in administrator again, and the password, and it's now applying the settings to change it to the domain. Alright, the confirmation for XP, welcome to the test.com domain. Okay, and we'll restart this one as also. Now we should see the other machines on the domain. So if you click on start on the server machine, click on network, as you can see all three here, and they are joined to the test.com domain. So that's it for this video, and thanks again for watching.